All right, there, Mr. Malley. Here's your week's training program. Um, Let me start off by fixing the date. It's not January, we're actually in February. Um, 3 days this week. It's funny, dude, I'm following pretty much the same program. I've done this a while ago and just kind of tweaked it a little bit because I know you want to do some more Olympic lifting this week, so every day we're going to do some variation of. Starting with Monday, you're going to do a full snatch, or correction, full clean or squat clean. Anytime I say full clean or squat clean, you obviously know what that is. So we're going to do 10 by 1. So every minute on the minute, that means, it doesn't have to be perfect, dude, but, set a clock, you're moving, start off a little lighter and then build up. And your last rep should obviously be your heaviest. But I'm looking for good technique, dude. You got to start learning how to get under the bar a little quicker, spin those elbows. Um, when I watch you clean and snatch, you're power cleaning or power snatching, and then you're sitting back into a squat. You want to, once that bar skips off your pelvic bone or your hips, you're falling underneath it really fast. So you're basically, your hips will retreat under the bar, and you're trying to catch it in the squat. As you get into the heavier reps, it's kind of like forced on you to catch it deeper because obviously you're not going to be able to efficiently lift more weight if you're power cleaning and then you're front squatting. Um, I know we talked about maybe doing a couple one-on-ones with you. We can revisit that, and of course, I'll make sure we take care of you. Next is a superset. So superset, means basically you're doing the bench, then pull-ups. Then you're taking about a minute rest, bench, pull-ups, minute rest, bench, pull-ups, minute rest, bench, pull-ups, minute rest, bench, pull-ups. It's not CrossFit, dude. Bench press, I'm going to leave it up to you to find a good, solid 5 reps. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be super heavy. I'm looking for speed, solid technique, locking out on the top. And then the pull-ups, it's strict pull-ups, no kipping, and you're going to max out on those. Whatever. You get 5 reps, 6 reps, whatever. That's great. You're going to take a minute rest, and then you're going to do that for 4 cycles, 4 rounds. Afterwards, giant sets. I usually call a giant set either 3, or more exercises, and it's pretty much the same. You're going to go into a nice heavy leg press, 10 reps. Then you're going to do 3 3 light deadlifts. So about 60%. I'm looking for real fast, light reps, good solid technique. And then 15 ab mat sit-ups. And then you're going to take a 2-minute rest, and you're going to do that for 3 rounds. Going into Wednesday, you're going to do, the lift is going to be at power snatch. So I'm going to take about 20 minutes, and you're going to find a good solid 1 rep max. Good form, guy. Make sure you stay on your form because I'm not looking for you to get an injury. Make sure you prep yourself really well before all these workouts, obviously. Those adductor, abductor machines are really good for getting those hips nice and warmed up. Some foam rolling if you need to. Basically do some light barbell work for about 10 minutes. I mean, literally, as we get older, training age goes up, biological age goes up. We need more prep work. It's common knowledge. I mean, it's 101 stuff. So just don't be. I know sometimes as an entrepreneur, you're like me, dude. You're like, you got to get in, you got to get out. You got shit going on. People are texting you. People need you. It happens. It is what it is. I know you use your phone to put the workout information on there as well, which is awesome. But bottom line is, just make sure you get a good solid warm up in. Superset. You got 4 rounds. You're going to do a nice solid barbell row. And let me tell you, don't be kipping. Don't be cheating. It's a strict barbell row. The bar is going to touch the floor, and you're going to squeeze that rep up, keep them elbows close to your rib cage, and keep that back angle the same. I'm not worried about the weight. If you got to go a little lighter, that's fine. I'm really looking for you to engage those mid back, lower back, posterior chain, everything is going to get engaged in this. But we're really trying to engage those rhomboids, your traps. I mean, it's all going to be, you're going to start seeing a lot of hypertrophy if you do these right. Seen somebody trying to do what they thought was a Penlay row the other day and had to explain to them what they were doing wrong. They lightened the weight and it was like magic. They couldn't believe how it felt and how it works. Barbell hip thrusts. Dude, do not take these lightly, man. These are freaking really, really good for engaging your glutes. I posted a video. This guy's using ridiculous weight. Do not do anything ridiculous. Bring a towel. Wrap a towel around the bar if you have to, because it takes a while to get used to it. There is a pad somewhere that goes over the barbell. I'll see if I can find it before Wednesday and get it to you. Same scenario. Take a minute after doing these two. Call it a couplet because it's 2 movements. Call it a triplet because it's 3 movements down here. So you got 4 rounds. Then you're going into the giant set. Behind the neck cable lat pull down. So you're going to use that cable lat machine and you're going to do 10 solid reps. Again, be careful with mobility. You don't want to get a stinger on the neck. Go light. You're going to definitely get sore from these if you haven't been doing them. And then bicep curl with the barbell, 45-pound barbell, 15 nice solid reps. I mean, literally, if you can put your back against something, I don't want to see any kind of cheating. I just want to see nice solid bicep curls. And then the cable push downs. Again, you're not trying to go super crazy heavy. You're trying to engage the tricep muscles. So really, really focus on your technique with a 2-minute break between those triplets. Friday, we're going into the squat snatch. So 5 sets of 2 at 75%. Obviously, you get your nice warm up in. You start off with an empty bar, the usual. So you're going to be going about 75%. I can't emphasize enough, please, please, please worry about your form. Try to catch that bar lower. Don't swing that bar out. No big arc. It shouldn't look like a kettlebell swing. Make sure your elbows are going high and outside and you're falling underneath and you're getting a nice good catch. Do that Cuban stretch, the Cuban press stretch. Use those bands. Get those shoulders nice and prepped. Stay on top of that because you're going to be catching that bar in the overhead position. Make sure you are getting good, proper movement patterns. After you, and when I say 5 sets of 2, listen, if you can do a touch and go, that's great. I'd probably rather you do 1 rep, sit back down, reset, get a nice setup, and then do your second rep. Not really looking for you to drop it from the top, but if you have to, you have to. Supersets, 4 rounds of this couplet, snatch, grip, high pull. So you're going to be doing the same movement, but you're going to be doing a nice high pull right up to about maybe your chest area, elbows high and outside. Not looking for you to swing the bar out. And then on the, I have to think about this, the concentric or the eccentric or the negative going back down, try to go nice and slow when you go back down. So you're going to do the high pull, it comes back down to the hip. Then you're going to slowly lower the bar. As you're pushing your butt back, the bar is going to be sliding down your quad. And then once it gets to the knee, you squat back down and you get back into your starting position, if that makes sense. You're going to do 3 reps. You're going heavier than your max snatch. So we're really trying to get you strong, keep your back nice and tight. Shoulder blades are squeezed together. Make sure your setup's right. Make sure your hips are low enough. We're not looking for a high hip. We want you to get your legs engaged on the first, lift off from the floor. Then heavy Russian swings, 10 reps. And then you're going back and forth with the minute rest. Giant set. This is kind of a little bit like CrossFit, dude, but if you get it in, you're going to feel great. You're going to start leaning out, blah, 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 blah. So it's going to be 3 rounds. You're going to do a 250-meter row as fast as possible. Once you get off that rower, you're going to grab a kettlebell. You're going to do 8 press on the left arm, switch it over, 8 press on the right arm. and then you're going to do 5 burpees, and you're going to jump over the rower each burpee. So you do a burpee, jump over to erg, do a burpee, jump over to erg, the rail, the smaller part where the seat slides. That's it, man. 2-minute rest between each round, and then that's it. You get it in. I'll be doing the same thing pretty much, and hope your nutrition's going well. Hope your sleep's going well. I know your wife's out of town this week, so try not to get too crazy on us, buddy. And I hope to see you 3 days this week. Any questions, let me know.